Hi, it's me, Ingrid the INFP, and I wanted to talk about not being an artistic INFP, since the stereotype is that INFPs are artistic, which rings true for a lot of INFPs, but not for me. My career is in medicine, which is like diametrically opposite from art, and I've never really considered going into art. As a kid, I considered becoming a writer, which is a form of art, um, but it is not something I'm planning really in the future at the moment. Um, I That is not to say I do not enjoy art, because I really do. Um, I like people's paintings, people's drawings, music, sculpture, photography, um, theater, all kinds of art, film. Uh, I like all kinds of art. Um, I do have my specific taste in what sort of things I like. Um, but I do not create art myself. Um, at least I am not really interested in sharing anything with others, and I do not produce anything. Um, as I said, writing has been the closest thing to art that I've come to, um, and I've not written anything in 2 years. Um, and what I write is poetry and fan fiction, um, and I don't draw, and I don't do much other kind of art. I've played the violin 9 years as a kid, or like as a teen, but my violin has been untouched for the past 2 years, um, and I'm not really good at it, so I'd rather listen to people play than play myself. Um, I I've also, as a kid, uh, danced classical music, but I mean, I didn't. I just liked the idea of being a ballerina, and I found it fun. But the actual dancing, I didn't want to start learning the points, because then, going on the tips of your toes. So I stopped that when I was around 11, something like that. So that's it. I've been in two school pantomimes, and I had like the smallest role because I was so shy. Um, I think I would have done maybe better now that I'm a little bit more extroverted in the way that I am. But yeah, so theater wasn't my thing either. And art class kind of sucked because you had to follow the rules. So I didn't do great in art. And I've never developed the skills. I've never found the interest enough to work on it to develop my skills. I did enjoy creative writing, but I don't know. I haven't done any formal training in that. Um, and when I was in primary school, I was into I went to these workshops that my mom paid. It was just €4 for like 3 hours, so it was a great deal. Um, and we would basically have like a art piece in the museum, and then we'd talk about the art piece and what inspired the artist, and then we would make our own art piece that was in relation to that. And we would have different kinds of materials, and that's what was most fun, is that they had so much material, and they had all of the craft materials that you could think of. And they basically let you do your thing. It wasn't wrong, like if you kind of went outside what was meant by the teachers, and you could just basically do whatever you wanted. And I kind of became like a regular there. Like I was popular. Like the teachers, like they knew me. It was like we were friends, and I really enjoyed that environment. But it only works like for kids. They didn't. I haven't seen that kind of environments for older people, like teens and adults. So I guess that I would enjoy such an environment, um, where you're free to create without any um, expectations on you. But I haven't done any art like that I've enjoyed since then, which is kind of sad. Um, I mean, I'm a doctor, and that's like a very non-creative job. Somebody in the comments like said that it's imperative for an INFP to find their art outlet, because that's what our passion would be. But I don't think that every passion has to be artistic. I do think that INFPs are very creative and will try to find a way to be creative within their job. Um, like there is a lot of creative problem solving in medicine, um, which and also there's the fact that you're interacting with people, which requires a little bit of imagination sometimes. Um, but I have chosen a very traditional kind of job. Um, so I don't really create much. The reason I'm sitting in front of this collage is like that's like the most creative stuff I've done. Um, I basically like collect all of these like nice pictures, and then I like throw them onto the wall in a way that seems artistic, but like it's really not an art form that I think a lot about. I just place the stuff on the wall. I enjoy taking pictures for my Instagram stories and photography in that sense, but I'm nowhere near as interested in photography as my mom is, who like she is really into the system cameras and all of that. Um, I um, I don't really want to get involved in all of that. I do like taking nice pictures, um, but learning the theory and all that just seems like kind of defeats the purpose. Um, so that's what I have to say about not being artistic. It kind of hurts me when I read the INFP descriptions and the career choices and stuff, because I feel like such a boring person. Um, and like and I start questioning that I'm an actual INFP. I start thinking like, oh, am I maybe a ISFJ or something? ISTJ? But then I realized like my life would be so much easier if I was just an SJ type, which can't be explained unless I have the INFP functions. So it's a good, like, it's not really a good qualifier for a cognitive type if you produce art or not. I understand that we all need some kind of creativity in our lives, whether we're SJ or we're INFP, but I don't think that it's everybody's purpose in life to follow creative pursuits. There's a reason. Some people, it is very sad if people really want to do art and then they don't have the opportunity to follow it. But there are some people who just are made for something else, and their purpose lies elsewhere. So I kind of want to dispel the myth that INFP equals creative. I would say that ISFP is a little bit more true to that, but then like think about all the ISFPs who are like sports people. They're using their skills in another way and not really in an artistic way. So even though the stereotype of the ISFP is like an artist, a lot of ISFPs break that stereotype. So that's what I had to say about artistic stuff. I know that a lot of you out there who are watching are into the creative fields or like design or that kind of thing, or at least have a hobby that is artistic. But I haven't found mine yet, and it hasn't really, there hasn't been anything that's really stuck to me. So we'll see how the future goes. Have a great day. Bye bye.